Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back to the channel, dear friends, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful, beautiful late morning. Yes, I know you're almost close to afternoon. Wherever you are, especially in the continent of Africa and in Europe, dear friends, I am glad, I'm excited because we have won our trophy. Yes, we've won a conference league. No matter how you want to look at it, hey, I heard some United fans and Arsenal fans trying to downplay the trophy. And I asked myself, what have they won this season? What have they won this season? As a matter of fact, Crystal Palace can ask me such a question, I will not be angry. Yeah. Even Tottenham, if they should ask or talk about we win the conference league, I don't have to be that angry. Apart from the fact that we are rivals, and I mean it's their first in how many years? If Liverpool should be asking similar question, I will raise my hands up because they are the champions of England. Yes. But when you United fans are asking me, or they try to downplay my trophy, or Arsenal fans, you are second on the league table. How much did you make as a prize money? Did you carry the trophy? Okay, Chelsea made 22 million euros as a prize money. 22 million euros. Add it to our current position on the league table, fourth on the league table. Remember? Yes, we are fourth on the league table. We are not fit. So what it means is that even if Europe or UEFA decides to give England only 4 slots to the next season's Champions League, Chelsea are still in the Champions League next season. So for us, it's a double win in a space of 2 days. Or let me just call it 3 days. Or let's say 1 week. Double win. One against Nottingham Forest to land us in top 4. Then beating Real Betis. Remember this same Real Betis that many have said, oh, Real Betis were able to beat Real Madrid and they were able to hold Barcelona to a draw. People underrated us. Ladies and gentlemen, kudos to our head coach, Enzo Maresca. Yeah, once again, my cap. That does not mean that Maresca has done extraordinarily well. No. But he deserved to be praised. More especially winning the conference league yesterday, the way we won it, second half. Coming back in the second half with a goal down and the changes that he made. Listen, it is true when you have a solid bench, a team that have Levi Cowell on the bench, have Reece James on the bench. I mean, you have players on the bench that could come into a game and cause a change. Jadon Sancho on the bench. What do you expect? Sancho came on and he scored a splendid goal. A goal that, we've been saying throughout the season, he liked to give assists. Sancho shoots, and the few times that he shot, he scored. The few times that he struck, he scored. Look at the goal Sancho scored yesterday. I mean, oh my God. And after the game, Maresca was asked a question about Sancho. Yeah, he was asked a question on Sancho. You see, for me, when I was trying to watch the replay and the way Sancho scored that goal, that is a picture on your screen. When he shoots. That's the picture there. And when Maresca was asking the question yesterday about Sancho and the future, right? This is what he said. From now on, we are going to sit with the club and decide what happens for next year. If we finish 4th on the league table, it is also because of Jadon. If we win tonight, it is also because of Jadon. It's normal in a season to go a little bit up and down. It is part of the game. So for him, for Chelsea to finish fourth on the league table, Sancho played his role. For Chelsea to win the trophy last night, Sancho played a part in it. I think I see positive in this. And for me personally, I would love it if Sancho could stay. He has already blended with the squad. I mean, the way they were celebrating, before I continue, watch this video. Before I continue, just look at the players, the celebration there, right there, in the dressing room. That is the dressing room. The joy, the happiness, the togetherness. Now, just imagine you let go of Sancho. You are destabilizing a young man. Just as he's tried to, to feel good, to feel at home, then he's shipped out. I mean, let's allow these young guys to grow as a family, in a team. For me personally, I would love Sancho to stay back. He did play his role. Oh yes. Yes, he played his role. And this man you can see on your screen. Yes. For all of our sporting directors and our co-owners. Lawrence Stewart, Paul Winstanley, Ed Bailey, Todd Bowley, there they are on the screen. Dear friend, with a trophy, yes, with a trophy in the hands of Todd Bowley and Ed Bailey. Oh, so these guys can also celebrate winning. I thought it's all about the money. I thought it's all about the money for them. I didn't know they also want to celebrate. And hey, this next one on your screen, the two midfielders that made it happen. Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez with a trophy. With Enzo, is he a swimming glass or what is it? With Enzo holding a trophy right there. Right there, dear friends. That is with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez also. A lot of pictures coming up, and I'm not too sure. But I think a time will come. Look, yesterday I realized one thing. The only time I saw Anthony in a game was when he tried to, fight with Enzo Fernandez. The only time I saw Anthony in a game last night was the time that he tried to fight Enzo Fernandez. He was pocketed by Cucurella. Cucurella handcuffed him. It is like the handcuff. You see, I'm about to show you a picture. Yes, Cucurella put a dog chain, huge one on his neck. You ain't going nowhere, my friend. You can't do anything tonight. Tonight is not. Cucurella dealt with Anthony seriously. And don't try Enzo Fernandez when it comes to fighting for his team. No. Don't try him. Don't try Enzo Fernandez. The guy knows how to fight for his team. I think he's one of the few people that you can clearly see the badge, the blue. It's like I see him play. He plays for the team every time. I don't see him having a bad game. I mean, like I'm not too sure how to put it. Not every game he does, very well. But you can always see the desire in him, especially when he wears the armband as a captain. That fighting spirit is always in him. Enzo Fernandez. As for Caicedo, let us not go there. He is the world best. Caicedo is the world best. But don't try with Enzo Fernandez when it comes to fighting for the team. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is your breakfast news, and I will not waste much time. Speaking about captaincy, yes. Maresca, speaking after the game again, talked about Reece James, and he was asked why Reece James was on the bench, and he was very direct. He said, Reece James told him before he got substituted. He said, boss, don't worry. We are going to get a job done. Reece James told Enzo Fernandez and Enzo Maresca before he came on, when at the time Chelsea was a goal down. And according to the report, Reece told the coach, "Boss, don't worry. We are going to be turning it around, and we'll win the trophy." And he came on, and all of a sudden things began to change. Levi Colwill, inclusive, he said once he was sitting down watching the game, he saw the loopholes, and he gave credit to Badeshile. He said Badeshile made him to see the loopholes before he came on. Come on, guys. Let me conclude here. Yeah, we are in the transfer market, and the latest news, I know from tomorrow or from later tonight, I'll be talking more on the transfer. Yes, later tonight. But you see, Chelsea have made an inquiry about Sporting CP striker VIKTOR Gyeokeres. Chelsea seek to understand the striker situation in the last few hours, according to Record Portugal. Many were asking whether this source, Record Portugal, is a genuine source, and not so many people spoke well of this, source, Record Portugal. But others also say, well, this club, Sporting, is in Portugal, and this source is coming from Portugal. It's a Portuguese source. So many are talking about it, and I want to bring it to your notice that Chelsea have made an inquiry in the last hours. After the game, in the last hours, Chelsea have made inquiry about VIKTOR Gyeokeres. Remember, the past 2 weeks, Chelsea's focus and attention was shifted away from VIKTOR Gyeokeres. It was all about Delap, Sesko, Ekitike, and the latest one was Pedro, right? Yes, Pedro. Chelsea's attention shifted, and there was no news. Even though we heard a few weeks back that Arsenal was a serious contender, all of a sudden it all died off. But right now, the latest news is that Chelsea have made contact. Chelsea have asked about VIKTOR Gyeokeres and have tried to understand the situation of the Sporting Lisbon forward in the last few hours. Ladies and gentlemen, if Chelsea can get this guy is a goal machine. He's 26, he's matured. The guy is a goal machine. He is a goal machine. And I'll be glad, I'll be excited. I always say, if we cannot get Victor Osimhen, let's get VIKTOR Gyeokeres. Guys, I'll be back with more exclusives. More especially with pictures. Yes, the celebration pictures. I will surely be back. See you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.